Yeah, like
Start knocking doors.
oh my goodness, like I have no idea. Like my and again, people are fearful from it, right? So I got my son, I told all three of my boys, hey man, as soon as this Tesla robot, we're getting one.
Well, you guys do a lot of events. How cool! You could have freaking one right in the office,
right?
And just
all over the place,
bringing the popcorn.
I mean, sitting there taking naps,
popcorn, waters. Anytime somebody walks in the door, their office is top of the line. I mean, the customer service, just the squad, everybody makes you feel super comfortable, and I could see why they succeed so much with their business, because right away they're just like, oh, this is now your home, welcome in. Now imagine a robot coming in. It might spook somebody, but sure, thanks for the popcorn.
But like I was saying, I'm telling my kids, and I got my one son like, oh my goodness, this robot, no, I don't want him, he's gonna kill us. I saw Mitchell in the machines, and then I got my other son like, he's gonna be my best friend. Oh heck yeah, oh man, I'm gonna hang out with him, we're gonna play video games, we're gonna do it. And I heard you could teach it 1,000 things a day. It's like, man, how much can you download on this thing? Like, what can it learn? Is it gonna drive them to school? Can it pick them up? Can it do their homework? I mean, how much can it do?
And then our creativity could take that even further, and then it's just
I want it to cook, clean. I hope it does all of it. So
I agree. I would love it for all. And that's kind of like, some of these next tools, we just talked about AI and automation. But I know you do really well with, when you do your listings, you post them on social media. It's like, you not only have photos, but you have great copy, but then you also have the virtual format of it, the Matterport, and
drone
video. What do you think about, virtual reality has been around for now a pretty long while. You think it's, that's going to be more popular? Giving people a chance to view homes in VR? Or
so
do you think that's
we've been doing it for, I want to say 10 years now, maybe a little bit longer. So as soon as we heard of these 3D virtual cameras, which are called the Matterport, we bought one immediately, right? So we're on our third one. So there's a Matterport 3 now. And so we were doing it even before the pandemic, right? So we were 10 years behind, or we were way ahead of everyone else, because most real estate companies or realtors, I hate to say it, but they're cheap. Right? They don't want to spend any money. They don't even want to buy business cards, for God's sakes. They're like, nothing, right? So they don't want to spend any money. They definitely aren't going to be paying for your 3D virtual tours. They're not going to be paying for your drone videos and all your print marketing and your virtual staging and having a whole team on the listing side. They're going to do all the work themselves, and they want every single dollar, and they're going to squeeze every cent out of you, right? So us, we want to earn that money, right? So all these things that I'm telling you are all included with your own listing department, listing liaison, marketing department. We're going to go always above and beyond. It's one of our core values, right? We our service, right? So we go above and beyond. And, we know you need this, but we're going to do this, and that. And that's how we earn the right to get those referrals, reviews, testimonials, and to build that relationship, right? So, because that's the goal.
That
right?
goes such a long way. I mean, I think all that is, how much do you think, let's say you don't do any of those things and you're representing a seller or a buyer, how on average, how long do you think it'll take to sell or, to do that
it's not that, yes, what we do, it helps. I didn't finish saying, telling the story, but it definitely does help what we do. Can you sell a house with crooked pictures in the dark, upside down? Yes. If it's a beautiful home, it's going to sell regardless, but that's some of the competition. They're going there with their cell phone, taking, or worse, with their flip phone. The picture on the MLS is already 2x2. And then when they take the picture on the flip phone, it's 1x1 and it's upside down. So it's what am I looking at? I can't really see. So, to me, it's that's our competition. It makes it a little bit easier. And like I was mentioning, we were doing these virtual tours, these drone videos before the pandemic, so that when the pandemic hit, everybody was scrambling, how do I do this virtual home buying process? Well, we were already doing it. So it was just all we did was, we just continued to do it. Well, hey, Mr. Customer, you want to see this home? We got a virtual tour. You want to see the outside? We got the drone video. And now we have the Matterport 3, which you can actually do virtual tours of the outside. So people can walk the whole entire home, they could get out of the car, walk the whole outside of the yard, backyard, side yard, and then they could go in through the backyard, front yard, and walk the whole entire property, see the drone video so they can see aerial shots of the whole entire lot that they're buying. This is the other thing that does, is it plants the seed on who's ever trying to buy the house, because when they see the marketing and they see all these other homes and they're like, oh, this guy got crooked pictures, oh, this guy got 14 pictures done, oh, this guy got 16 pictures done. And the reason they do that is because that's the bare minimum package that they could pay for if they're getting professional pictures. pictures. Us, no limit on the amount of homes that we're going to show, and or I'm sorry, on the amount of pictures that we're going to take. And with that virtual tour, people have already seen everything before they came out. So it was really simple to implement the home buying process, where everyone else was like, where am I going to get this drone video or 3D virtual tour? They started, other agents actually started hiring us to get this thing done. But then when it was all over, they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is about being consistent. And again, going above and beyond. You don't want to be doing the bare minimum and doing what every other agent does, because how are you going to get the business done?
The minimum's just not going to cut it. And that stuff allows you to scale. And like, I feel
Exactly.
like only way you turn this from just not being a job anymore to actually being like a full-on company, or, you know, something, a wealth builder, you got to scale. And the only way nowadays is not just being the best on the block, or like, you know, being the nicest person. It's like doing every area and then as best as possible. So like when you first started with the VR stuff, probably weren't as good. When you first started doing your lives all the time, maybe weren't as good. Now you're freaking doing them 10, 20 times a day, just beast moding it. Like that's how a lot of this goes. And I think, you know, compound growth on technology is huge. And like using that with your business is what's got us, you know, to be, I mean, which is, you know, living proof.
It's the same thing with the drone. You know, I had, you know, DJI wasn't even out yet. And I'm researching drones, and I'm like, what can I get? What can I get? And I find this company, DJI, and it says like, hey, we're going to be rolling out, you know, you give us $150, you know, startup kit, or I forgot what it was. And I gave them $150. They sent me out a drone, a backpack, 2 batteries, and a piece of paper to fill out that said, hey, let us know if you can fly it right out of the box. You know, let us know how tech savvy you are. You know, I knew nothing. And I mean, I couldn't figure out how to connect it to my phone, but I did it. And then I got it up in the air. I flew it. I was like, oh my goodness. So they wrote out the thing like, hey, you know, super user friendly. Because if I could use it, I mean,
I've crashed 3.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple cuts on my hands from it, but yes, you know, I've crashed it a couple times. But hey, I was able to literally connect it, fly this thing right out of the box. And I owned one before they even came out. And because of that, they always looked out for me. I must have like 10 DJI drones, all different sizes, big ones, small ones, ones that look like Star Wars. And I mean, it's really cool. Removable cameras. And, but yeah, we've been doing this a long time.
As far as, I mean, yeah, you guys been doing it a long time. And also additionally, I think with experience comes a lot of lessons. And I feel like that's a lot of also what I originally like right away got from you. I was like, man, I learned a lot of lessons just hanging around with you. I'm like, and that's powerful, and like hard to hang out with people that you don't like learn a lot from, to be honest. And at least for me, I just want to be around people that, you know, give me good ideas. And like the whole reason for this conversation, a lot of these now, is to kind of selfishly to ask you guys questions and to find out what you're building and all that, because it's like, you know, that's the only way I'm going to grow. And like I think the only way to live on this earth is to freaking build and to keep moving it forward. If not, like we're just going to all crumble, you know, and trying to build a good world out here. So I've noticed you personally as well, like despite all the business and stuff, like you have some really good lessons with just like life, family, all that, and like gym, and just like having fun and like coaching and all that. So where do you see like what are you planning for the next you know, year, 2 years, like more so personally than besides like, you know, Corona Homes team? Just think of, you know, you as, you know, Alex Corona. What do you guys or what do you want personally? I mean, let's get a little deep into.
So
what do you want?
There's this exercise that my mentor taught me, and you know, he has me close my eyes. I'm standing up, and I'm picturing this person next to me, right? And he has me close my eyes, and he starts to, you know, I'm starting to describe this person, you know, and I might have done like a small exercise with you, or maybe, I'm not sure if I did this with you, but so. You know, I'm picturing this person standing next to me. I mean, we could do it, or, but so and that person standing next to me is me. And it's the most elite version of myself. And he has me describe what that person looks like, what they're wearing, you know, what kind of car they're driving, what kind of shoes they're wearing, you know, are they built, are they tan? You know, I would say, am I tall? I'm not tall, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so describe it to the T. And I know that if I work harder on myself, every other thing will fall right into place. So every single day, that's my goal, is to become that person. So I could take that step right into those shoes and become that person. And after I become that person, now I need to visualize another elite version of myself, because there's always another level. You're never going to get to the top and say, okay, I'm good, or hey, you know, this is where I want to be. To me, it's like a never ending race. and I will never get tired of working, bro. Like I love what I do. I love helping people, and I tell people that all the time. I don't get tired.
Yeah.
I don't get tired because every single day, all I do is things that give me energy. Anything that drains me,